I'm out here on the beautiful, if not poorly named, Pitt Lake. I'm going canoeing, and I am in search of Goose Island. I don't know anything about it, but I liked its Google review, so let's go. Okay, so I just got into the water now. It is a chaotic scene behind me at the water's edge. There's a whole bunch of people just getting back to shore. So I'm glad to get out of there. With that being said, I'm gonna head up that way in search of Goose Island. I do not know anything about it, but as I was searching for places to go canoeing, I saw this little island and I happened to notice the Google review, and Marcus Xiong said it wasn't much, but it's a beautiful scenic island, and that's all I needed to go canoeing. So with that being said, let's go look for Goose Island.
So as I pass all the hordes of people at the start, I start paddling north on the western shore of the lake. This is all new to me. I've never paddled up here before. I've used that boat launch many times, but only to paddle across the lake to the lower mainland's most popular day paddle, which today, I was warned, had a group of at least 40 kids doing it. And if I'm honest, that's about 40 kids too many. So I'm glad I had other plans.
So I'm at my first island. I guess it used to be a tree. Pretty interesting. But I just want to say, like, this is very shallow water. You can see it down here. And quite a few places you can see these little bits of shell. I guess they're like freshwater clams. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know anything. Interesting to note. And I also want to say that the current is quite strong. You can see I'm already being pushed back, and I just stopped paddling. So you always got to be paddling, or if you're not paddling forward, you're going backwards. Anyways, Goose Island is out here in the distance, so we're just gonna keep paddling. I'm enjoying myself. It is warmed up. Skies are very clear, so yeah, let's go.
As I continue to push forward, the lake changes underneath me. Its depth changes substantially, allowing me to get closer to the rocky shore. This western shoreline is the eastern boundary of Pinecone Burke Provincial Park. That, combined with the Golden Ears Provincial Park to my right, makes this for a spectacular location to be paddling in.
So I've gone about 6.2k, and Goose Island seems very far away still. Anyways, the lake is totally different here. It is super deep. I have not seen the bottom in quite a long time, and there's no more debris. But yeah, I think I'll probably be there with under an hour, but probably pushing it 30 minutes, 40 minutes, something like that. But every time I've thought about how long it's going to take me to get somewhere, I was wrong. So that'll probably continue. But beautiful day. It's getting warmer now. We're just going to keep going, though.
As I spend time paddling along the shore, the amount of rocky outcrops has me starting to question just how welcoming Goose Island might be. One thing I'm not questioning is the beauty of the area I'm in. The further you paddle up the lake, the more beautiful it becomes. Rumor is that there's a natural hot spring up the river from the end of this lake, something I can't stop thinking about as I paddle further. If that's something you want to see, let me know. And please like, subscribe, and potentially donate on Patreon to allow me to keep pushing these adventures forward. That is for another day though, because today, my sights are set on Goose Island. I found this island while looking on Google Maps for places to paddle. When I'm bored and lonely, I open up Google Maps, zoom out, and look at all the potential places I could paddle. That is how I stumbled across Marcus Xiong's review of Goose Island. And as I close in towards it, let's find out if it is in fact just a nice scenic island in the middle of a lake.
Okay, so I just hopped out of the canoe and I changed into a t-shirt because it is getting hot. And I'm now on Goose Island. This is it in all its glory. Got a nice little rocky point here. If you look that way, it's all rocky shores. If you look that way, I have a nice view, but it is more rocky shores. I did not explore the whole thing, but I would describe this island as pretty uninhabitable. Shoreline is rugged. This was the best place to pull over. Anyways, with that being said, I'm going to enjoy a moment here, drink some water, and eat a sandwich. I'm quite hungry. I paddled 12K to get here with no real breaks. So I am looking forward to taking a break, eating a sandwich, checking this place out with the drone, and then I'm going to head on that way. And I think there's a nice little beach over there that I'm going to try to check out. But for now, eat a sandwich, recover. Let's go. Okay, I just pulled up on this nice little beach here. It is a nice little spot. People must camp here. There's a plane up there somewhere. Pretty epic view. And there's a nice creek just over there. But I just pulled up here to have a quick break and a snack, because I probably got 8K further to go down the road. Hopefully, there's a little bit of a breeze, which is going to be a tailwind, and the current was pushing me back that way. So hopefully it's a easy paddle, but it'll take a good 2 hours. I got shirt off because the sun's out, trying to get a nice tan so I don't burn the hell out of myself later. But we got a nice little camp seat, windbreak, fire pit, pre-made wiener roasting sticks. And then a nice spot up here. It'd be good for a little tent, but I am not camping. Like I said, I gotta head out of here. I'm already later. It's like 3:30. I'm probably gonna be back after 5, which is totally fine. It'll be light till 9, but I would like to get home, get settled, and be able to have dinner tonight. So with that being said, just enjoy this for a few minutes longer, and then we're gonna go.
So that starts my long journey home. I'm following the opposite shore, the eastern shore, or the Golden Ears shore on the way home. And everything I said earlier about going with the current on the way home was wrong. As it turns out, Pitt Lake is one of the largest tidal lakes in the world, and somehow I managed to paddle against it both ways. Turning this trip into your dad's story about how back in the day he used to walk to school uphill both ways. At least it wasn't snowing, I guess. With that being said, due to having to battle the currents, I've now been out longer than I intended, leaving me tired, thirsty, sunburnt, and worst of all, hangry. And you won't like me when I'm hangry. And just like that, I Hulk smash through the rest of this trip. The total distance covered was about 24 kilometers, but it felt like 30. Today was hard, but it was worth it. I too would give Goose Island a 5-star review. I do want to thank Marcus Xiong for inspiring this trip. I know you don't know me, but I wouldn't have done this without you. Hopefully I too can inspire at least one more person to do the same. Or better yet too, and we can start a movement here at Sarge Inc. With all that being said, I do have one more thing that I have to do.
Okay, so I am almost done. I just pulled up here in this dirty, muddy marsh. I just blew through a sandal. I am tired. I am hungry. I have a sunburn on my thighs, but I'm so close to being done. But I seen this bird watching tower, and if you know me, I like a good bird watching tower. So I'm gonna go check it out. That'll be the final thing I do today. I'm pretty annoyed about this flip-flop, because it's gonna be a pain to walk there. There's also a lot of mosquitoes here. Oh, I think I swallowed one. Fuck. Oh. Definitely had to go to bare feet, but I'm at this tower. There's a big marsh over there. Well, that's just unbelievable. Platform's closed after all that. Just the worst. But anyways, that's it. That's the end of this episode. Pitt Lake, Goose Island, Sarge Inc. Peace.